Little Tokyo is one of 3 Japan towns in the United States, the other 2, of course, also being in California. Little Tokyo is approximately 5 city blocks. From west to east, the boundaries are LA Street to Alameda. From north to south, the boundaries are 1st to 3rd. The Japanese Plaza is at the heart of Little Tokyo. It serves its resident population, Japanese, and also an increasing Korean population. Many of the shops offer a lot of more modern stuff, such as the Footland that was back there, but they also, of course, cater to more Japanese traditional items. A lot of the stores offer, like I said, traditional products such as Maneki Miko, umbrellas, samurai swords, and of course they cater to cosplay, which is dressing up as your favorite character from an anime, which they also sell manga, and they sell video game characters, and if you're visiting from Japan, you would go to this shop, which sells amiyage, which you're supposed to bring back when you go on a trip, which is a souvenir. Although there's karaoke in Little Tokyo, there's something even cooler, and that's Arthur Nakane. Born in 1932, Arthur Nakane was dubbed the one-man band in the 1970s when he started using most of the instruments that you see all at once. However, in 2012, as he told me, he suffered a fall and he became partially paralyzed. However, he still passionately performs as a vocalist and a keyboardist. I was extremely excited to see him because before 2012, I actually used to talk to him and he was offering me Japanese lessons. But sorry Arthur, my Japanese has become pretty bad. Sorry guys, I'm not much of a foodie, and I'm vegetarian, so I'm twice as annoying, but everybody tells me that the food in Little Tokyo is great. I like their supermarkets, that's awesome, but as far as eating at a lot of the restaurants, I actually haven't been to them, so I'll take your word for it. Fun fact, a lot of those models that you see in front of those shops are actually specifically purchased for that purpose, and they're called Shokuhin Sampuro, which means exactly as it sounds, sample. I just saw this portrait of a chef cat at the Umasa restaurant, so I guess that means that their food is like extraordinarily cool. One of the coolest things about Little Tokyo, especially for people who love history, is its ties to its past and its ready acknowledgement to celebrate that past. At its peak, Little Tokyo had 30,000 people of Japanese descent as its population. Unable to own land because of restrictive California land acts, many people were unable to purchase land. And then came the challenge of Japanese internment. With that, a lot of people lost their homes, their property, their land, and the land was leased to a lot of other minorities. Of course, when the Japanese returned, many of these minorities were also turned away. But despite that, Little Tokyo has always had perseverance. Tucked behind the Japanese American Museum is the Go for Broke Monument, which pays tribute to Japanese Americans who fought during WW2. Despite being deemed enemy aliens, they fought with bravery to prove their loyalty to the United States. On the back of the monument are inscriptions, with 16,000 plus names of the Nisei or second-generation Japanese American soldiers. Go for broke was the motto of the 100th Battalion, which unfortunately also acquired the nickname of the Purple Heart Battalion due to their high casualties. However, the 442nd, also proportionally, is the most decorated Union in the entire history of American combat. Their sacrifice is remembered and revered. Another tributary statue can be found on 2nd and Central to a man named Chiune Sugahara. Sugahara worked as a Japanese diplomat in Lithuania for the Empire of Japan. He was able to assist 10 to 40,000 Jewish refugees by securing them visas in Lithuania as they escaped as refugees to Japan in order to escape Nazi persecution.
Sarah. Hey, Sarah. All right. Here comes.
Approaching Weller's Court is the symbol of the friendship knot, and beyond that is a tribute to another Japanese American, Ellison Onizuka, who died on the Challenger.
What happened?
Little Tokyo's resilience in preserving its past and its present, merging the modern with tradition, is done in a way that is very awe-inspiring. I'm going to keep this short. There's so much I could say about Little Tokyo, and I think each person that visits has a unique experience. I really highly recommend, if you haven't been, I'm sure most of you have, that you should go, and you should definitely go here.
My son, you are, shine so sweet, Sarah, what's so true, I love you. Sarah, I thank you for the sunshine bouquet. Oh yes, Sarah, I thank you